So for some reason, people just love to hate on VTubers, and I don't know why. Like, I mean, I know there are people out there that just don't like anime in general, which is like what VTubers are kind of like model after, like anime characters, except like it's their own style of anime character, so it's an original creation for the most part. Um, but like, or maybe they just don't like how people are, maybe they think like people are hiding behind like a mask, and so they don't like that because other people show their face on during their live streams or during their videos. Hi, how you doing? That's how I actually look. I know I'm fucking sexy as fuck, but not if I just took your girlfriend, because then you're gonna be hating on me. But anyway, um like maybe people, I don't really don't know why most people just hate VTubers. Like, maybe it's just because there's an anime character on the screen. It's just like floating around, not floating, but floating around, emoting, laughing, being themselves. But like more, like I guess some people can push it more to overly be themselves, and so maybe some people just don't like how fake it might feel because they can't connect with an actual person. I don't know, but there has been a lot of VTuber hate over the years, and yeah, we're gonna check out some of that hate, VTuber hate, by here. Let me show you. Let me show you. VTuber hate by Royalty is here. Another person who I've been recently checking out their videos. This is great. This guy is good. I like his content. But let's check out some of this VTuber hate. Maybe we can break it down, or maybe we can dive into just a little bit, or talk about it at the very least. So let's as always, links to his channel, links to his video will both be in the description below. So be sure to check him out. And if this is your first time visiting my channel, go ahead and do, subscribe. You feel me? Your boy's trying to get to like 1,000 subscribers. Also, I'll be making I'm on the verge of making another channel where it's mostly just about me. It's like, if I hear about some news I want to talk about, I'll talk about it. But it's mostly going to be like vlogs about my life and things I've been going through, or things I have to deal with, or things like that. So I'll let you guys know when that channel comes out. But anyway, let's get into it.
So if you don't know what a VTuber is, why are you lying to me? After all we've been through, after all the toxic, viscous filth that is the internet, we even talked about age regression and God knows how many VR chat videos. But if you don't know what a VTuber is, this is also my third video or something on the topic. And to conflict popular opinion, I'm not a walking encyclopedia on the subject. In fact,
also, how come people that hide behind pictures don't seem to get as much hate as VTubers? Like, he just animates his little icon, moving that around, or someone else animates it for him or whatever. But it doesn't seem like he gets as much hate, or people that use pictures like this get as much hate as VTubers themselves. It's weird. It feels weird. Maybe because it's not being animated and it's not like there, you can't see any type of emotions from it, or it talking, or it looking around and things like that. Maybe that's why the pictures don't get as much hate. I don't know. Like, maybe it's because like people feel like the people who are using pictures aren't trying to push their personality or overstate their personality or fake a personality, as if they might feel VTubers are doing. Because they have to actually animate the VTube model, because the camera is looking at their facial expressions, and they have to try to they have to make it more entertaining for people. Whereas this guy is just like talking as anybody would if there was nothing there, and then he goes in and adds the picture afterwards. But I don't understand why. Well, I'm guessing that might be why, but let me know what your thoughts are on the hate that VTubers get versus it feels like the less hate that people who use pictures get. Let me know what you think.
Popular opinion, I'm not a walking encyclopedia on the subject. In fact, most information about the videos I made is involuntarily force-fed to me, probably causing permanent damage to my frontal cortex.
Morning! Hi guys, this is the Bangkok. Shut up! I want morning! Shut up!
Damn.
Morning!
with the storage of said corrupt information.
What is that?
But
Is that a hippo?
VTubers have been around for quite a while now. The concept somewhat started in 2016 with the VTuber Kizuna AI, who some chromosome deficient individuals thought was actually an AI.
Fuck you!
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Absolute cavemen. But we do in fact, in the current era, have an AI VTuber, created by Vidal, and it isn't as charming as you'd think it would be.
A call between two absolute crackheads.
Who knew that forcing an AI to be a VTuber and giving said AI
Bro, I've seen this little thing every now and then, and like, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of like their interactions are kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah.
access to the internet, and let alone a Twitch chat, would make it slightly unstable.
But do you guys think? Because I don't know if Vidal's gonna be something that we talk about during this video, but do you guys think that because it's an AI that's hosting it's an AI that's hosting the VTuber model, do you think it gets less hate than actual people that are behind the VTuber model, or do you think it gets more hate? Because a lot of people disagree with AI right now in general, with like, but that's with things like AI art and shit. So what do you think? What do you think? For some reason, I think it's gonna get less. I don't know.
Jiggle my insides. Oh.
What?
I guess you jiggle my software too.
The concept of being a VTuber exploded in early 2020, perhaps due to COVID and due to the fact that seemingly at that time it was rare to see a VTuber. And for some people it was instant success introducing themselves as a VTuber. But now we've got to the point where it's extremely
Maybe people hate on it just because of how like a VTuber model might do like a new VTuber model who's like boring as fuck to watch or whatever may do way better than someone who's putting in some type of effort like me, but is not getting any views or anything like that simply because I'm not a VTube model. But I don't know. Personally, I don't really care, about VTubers. Like, I like some of them, to be honest. Like, I don't have anything against them. So, yeah.
oversaturated. Believe me, there is only a certain amount of species of animals you can make VTubers out of, and I'm pretty sure that every species has a VTuber representing it at this point. Even the fucking tardigrade
Are you
or
serious?
water bears probably has a VTuber in the work.
Bruh.
The category has become oversaturated to the point where no longer, like in 2018 to 2020, simply being a VTuber is not enough to make you popular anymore, and it is extremely hard to differentiate yourself with other VTubers and
now,
grow an
anyway.
audience in current times, to the point where you have neckbeards in your chat creaming over your streams and calling you their Oshi.
Get your
Ew.
boyfriend to do it for you. Here's the kicker, gamer. If only any volunteers.
Damn.
But due to the popularity of VTubers
Wait,
and
what did it say after that?
but due
I just want what?
to the
Any volunteers.
I just want a man something.
If only any volunteers.
But due to the
just want a
popularity of
manservant.
VTubers and pool of personalities, VTubers have acquired some level of hate over the years, from saying it's not that hard to make content as a VTuber, to most of them are probably guys cosplaying as girls,
So it's jealousy. It seems like a lot of it's jealousy.
It's a
And
dude. No
hate.
shit. Guys, anybody that's role playing as this is a fucking grown man.
there were some cases that happened. To the people that sit and watch VTubers are degenerate losers who only have one hand spare whilst watching. It's most definitely true as well. We just have
Look, even if it is a dude behind the screen, at least they're still giving entertainment to their viewers. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure not. I'm sure not all of them. I know not all of them are just dudes behind screens. Because guess what? Here's the kicker: girls like to watch anime and play video games as well. So, hot take, not, but still. And like I don't know the percentage of people who are actually dudes behind the female avatar, but like, do you care? I think the only people that care are the ones that are trying to goon to the female avatar. And that's it. or just haters that think that everybody behind a VTube model is a dude. You know what would be funny though? If there was a male VTube avatar with a male voice changer and it was actually a chick behind the screen.
Have any academic evidence to back it up, but today I wanted to talk about some VTubers in particular that receive hate for seemingly no reason or were misunderstood in certain instances, resulting in hate, and some VTubers that, due to their antics and behaviour, have only themselves to blame for the hate they receive.
We've seen her, I think.
No, this is not another Nux or Mariner video, although they would fit in pretty well. The first person I wanted to talk about is current.
I mean, Nux is like one of the only VTubers that I have subscribed to, like on YouTube. But like I've hopped into an Iron Mouse stream just to have something playing in the background, even if I'm not listening to it. I could have it on mute, but I want to support her because what her story is behind her, and I'll probably get to that when I get to her.
Currently the face of the VTuber community, and that is Iron Mouse.
Here we go.
Iron Mouse started.
Now, let me go ahead and say, if you don't know, apparently like Iron Mouse has like an immune deficiency type of thing going on, but it's like so severe that she can only be around like her parents or like people that she's been being used to being around. But like she basically it's like the situation where she has to live in a bubble, and she was in the beginning like she was so sick to the point where she could barely like move, or like she was bedridden, you know what I'm saying? But thanks to her streaming and everything, she was able to rake in more money so that she can pay for better medication and better hospital attention, so that she's able to, now I hear that she's able to move around her house and walk a little bit, and she's doing a much better. So you know what I'm saying? That's why I like, sometimes I go, if I see her streaming, I'll hop into her stream. I'll probably mute the stream, just let it play in the background on another computer while I'm playing like League of Legends or Apex Legends or Marvel Rivals, just so that I can feel like I'm supporting her. Because as somebody who has to deal with sickle cell anemia, and like I know I know what it's like to have to deal with something, with a sickness that's annoying as fuck to deal with. So I would like to help her, but yeah.
All the way back in August 2017, streaming for 1 to 2 hours a day, which compared to her latest streams and your average Twitch streamer is fairly short. But there was a reason for this, as she had a condition called Common Variable Immune Deficiency, or CVID, where she seemingly had a lack of a
CVID? All it's missing is the O. Is that a conspiracy? I think not. Is that a coincidence? I think not. Is that conspiracy? I think so. Dun dun dun. Okay.
Immune system.
It's a medical condition. It's a genetic immune disease. My body doesn't make antibodies to fight off infections or viruses.
Meaning things like a common cold, which is fairly easy for your average person to withstand, but compared to her is a hardcore run. This led her to be bedridden, isolated, and unable to actually go outside to meet people, as doing such things increases the chance of coming into contact with bacteria, and her lack of an immune response means it's a lot more dangerous for her to do that.
It's tough because I have limited contact with my family and like contact with my nurse and stuff, and I just have to be cautious right now.
Arguably, this is why she probably turned to streaming, something she could do from her bed, and was one of the only ways she could socialize. Only streaming for up to 2 hours a day, as she had to take her meds and was not comfortable doing that on stream. But despite all of this, she still prevailed. Motherfucker was on Dark Souls difficulty.
Bruh, like, if you notice how with her older avatar, the amount of movement she did versus the amount of movement she does now. Now, I don't know how the movement is controlled on a VTuber model, but I'm just saying. Also, yeah, it looks like she's come a long way. I'm proud of her, bro. Shit.
And still kept on going, and even showed off her talents like singing, which she was really good at.
And even though
holy shit!
Melody plays on.
Damn.
Holy shit.
What's your excuse for being a useless member to society? And the fruits
Hey. I'm not a useless member to society. I bring a minimum amount of entertainment to a minimum amount of people because I have very minimal amount of subscribe.
of her labour promptly started to show. She was able to reach goals to improve her work environment, like a bespoke bed that met her needs.
So I like to call my bed my workspace because that's where I am all the time. I use a lot of pillows to prop myself up.
And later when she increased in popularity, due to the fact she was so talented and her personality, she was able to use her newfound platform to raise money for charities relating to her condition, and could now pay her own medical bills and pay for her rehabilitation so she can walk again.
Listen, I only just recently gained the ability to stand on my tippy toes.
And even provide for her family that was struggling.
Gave to your parents is when you got rich as a streamer, you gave them money?
Yeah, I paid my mom's house.
Was that tight?
Bills. Yeah.
She also made friends along the way, more VTubers, and people like Sea-Dog, who you can see take part on her stream regularly. And then she surprised the internet by becoming one of the most...
Yo, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person that ships Sea-Dog, VA, and Iron Mouse. You know what I'm saying?
Subscribed Twitch streamers with over 300,000 subscribers, beating Kai Cenat's previous record and translating to almost $1.5 million, and a majority was going to charity. She did this on a subathon, which is basically every time someone subscribes, it extends the timer of how long you have to stay alive. And obviously with her condition, this would have been hard for her, but she persisted and was live for a long time. But this is where the problem started, as for an extended amount of time, she was the #1 Twitch streamer in terms of subs, and had dethroned people like Kai Cenat. And she was now on a pedestal where people could throw their feces at her, as now being the most subscribed Twitch streamer, exposed her to a variety of people, most not knowing previously who she was, and just reading the headline that she had just beaten people like Kai Cenat, resulting in a lot of hate being sent her way. A lot from people not understanding how she had got so many subscribers, and some people not even know what a VTuber was.
Now, real quick, this is actually a perfect screen to look at. Now, Aiden Ross's reaction to Iron Mouse becoming the top streamer, most subscribed to streamer, versus Kai Cenat's reaction, that shit was like polar opposites. Like Aiden Ross immediately started talking shit about her, and then it's like he started talking shit about her, right? And then he was going to talk more like harder shit about her. But then he's like, wait, chat, is there anything I should know about this person before I say what I want to say? Like, does he have any problems or anything like that? And his chat was like, yeah, she's got, the immune deficiency problem. He was like, oh, okay, well then in that case, in that case, yeah, no, it's okay, yeah, congrats to her. But Kai was like, hey, yo, shout out to Iron Man. Well, I don't remember seeing his. Well, he was more like, yo, shout out to Iron Mouse. And then he even did a stream with her, like a collab stream with her, where he turned himself into a VTuber model. So that was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like the difference, bro. Like this is why Kai Cenat is more loved than Aiden Ross in the streaming community versus Aiden Ross being more loved. Like he's a big streamer, yeah, but he's not more loved than Kai Cenat. How you approach things and how you approach success and how you approach people beating your record it says a lot about you.
Most subscribed Twitch channel ever. What? As she surpassed Kai Cenat's record. Wait. Hold the fuck up. What? What the fuck is this? I'm not even trying to be on no hating shit, but what the fuck am I looking at? Can somebody give me the context behind this? I saw this picture earlier. I thought it was like some type of meme. It's a dude? No shit. Guys, anybody that's role-playing as this is a fucking grown man.
But the hate persisted, and a lot of these people thought she did not deserve that #1 position because they thought she was not as good as their favorite streamers, even though most...
Well, it's not like she can get out of her bed for lengthy periods of time and do all this shit like Kai Cenat dancing when Drewski and Kevin Hart show up. it's not like she has the ability to do that, so she's just doing what she can, and people are supporting her. If people gonna, there's a saying, right? If nobody's hating on you, then you're probably not doing something right. But if people are hating on you, you're probably doing something right. So
most of her monetary gain was going to things like charity. This led to situations like Kai Cenat trying to calm down his audience.
Know your Twitch history and stuff. Iron Mouse has always been top 5 all time. She's always been on the leaderboards all time. You feel me? She's not nothing new. She's somebody I had to pass during my first subathon. She's always been on a leaderboard. She's been there if you know your real Twitch shit. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I know people are defensive. I know a lot of people defend me and shit like that. But chat, if you actually looked at her stream and actually kept up with what she's doing, you feel what I'm saying? Not only was it for a good cause, but it was pretty well put together.
And people like Sea-Dog recently speaking out about the undeserved hate.
This video is about one thing. It's about the weird blanket hatred towards VTubers. I've seen a massive, massive hate train against Iron Mouse.
But what a lot of people didn't know is that when Iron Mouse beat that record, it indirectly influenced Kai Cenat to start another subathon, using Iron Mouse beating his record as fuel to start it.
Oh, he wasn't.
Fuck!
record broken.
Which created more entertainment for his fans, who a small amount were attacking Iron Mouse. So she sort of indirectly benefited those that were attacking her with new content. Now when Kai started his subathon, he did beat Iron Mouse's record by I think like 200,000, which arguably would have never happened if Iron Mouse didn't beat that record.
Wait, like Kai, it's like more like 300,000. Like Kai ended his subathon around 760 something, 762 or 763,000 subscribers. So, which translates to around 3.3 million before like Twitch's cut and shit and taxes or whatever. So like, god damn, bro. Like, shout out to, congrats to Kai, but like, you know, still shout out to Iron Mouse for beating his record and causing him to do that a second Mafia-thon so that he can, you know, beat the record again.
He also recently commissioned a VTuber model and did a collab with Iron Mouse.
Nice.
But in conclusion, a lot of hate that was directed towards Iron Mouse was definitely undeserved. She had definitely dealt the worst hand when it came to spawning in, but did not give up, and actually turned her situation into something positive, being able to pay her own medical bills, provide for her parents, and provide charity to people that are in the same situation she is. But as said, she in no way deserved any of this hate. However, one VTuber that arguably did deserve the hate because they basically shot themselves in the foot, and this only happened a few weeks ago, was Gunpie.
Yeah, we talked about them before.
You're my little...
Gunpie is a small VTuber dog girl who only started in September of 2024 and has quickly found herself in many controversies from the things she says with no filter. From her posting a Discord voice recording, calling her fans the derogatory F-slur, usually assimilated with being gay.
You're my little...
She is very quickly becoming the Leafy is here of VTubers, but significantly worse.
Oh god.
I hate streams. I hate streaming and VTubing. I hate VTubers. VTubers have ruined my life. Every unfunny female VTuber who replies to my tweets deserves to get killed by a sledgehammer. I'm gonna buy a sledgehammer on Temu. I'll make sure it's wrapped in microplastics, and I will wrap that sledgehammer around it. I'll eat them.
Jesus. Any of you getting a weird attraction to that female? Based on what she just said and the fact she acts like a psycho, you need help. You need Prozac. But apart from the...
Bro, she's trying to be edgy, but she's like, just annoying.
These type of things she says, she began getting piled on by almost every other VTuber.
Oh, yucky. Wow, that's nuts. All of this being real is crazy. That person is just gross. How can one person play victim so hard too, when it is clearly their bad behavior that's caused this? Every day, the bar gets lower and lower.
For a very different situation. So this all started when Gunpei outed one of her fans, making off-brand plushies of her VTuber model, and advised that people and other VTubers ban this person from their Discord. And then went on to say that the quality of the plushies were low quality and in a...
It turns out it was just commission, and the guy had 3 left over because it was of bad quality.
Her own words, Timu tier plushies, and was roasting the person's creation. But the reason that person actually made the plushies was due to the fact that they were taking commissions, and had completed a previous commission of Gunpei, and had leftover material and plushies, so they joined her server to see if anyone else wanted one, obviously with monetary gain as a benefit. But obviously Gunpei was not happy with this person, and the main reason behind it became clear in the next few tweets she was releasing. And knowing the personality of Gunpei, she would add some more tweets about the person creating these plushies as well. In her tweets, she would emphasize that she was making no money from this whatsoever, and wasn't even getting any free stuff or free plushies from this, which seemed to be her main problem with this situation. And I think even if this person was handing out these plushies for free...
Bro, those plushies were handmade, by the way. Handmade. You know how long that's gotta take? Damn.
She would still be mad, but that is not all she had to say. Once again, we're dealing with VTuber Leafy here, and she decided to take it a step further, going after the country the guy was from, saying $1 American is enough to live off in Vietnam for an entire week. Now, the person that made the plushies did apologize, but the VTuber community was on his side, basically saying this would have been flattering for any other VTuber, and they were by no way means in the wrong.
They should beat their wives.
However, Gunpei did not agree. Now, let's play a game. Which one of these do you think Gunpei responded with? A, she realised she was getting a lot of backlash, so she made a public apology. B, she doubled down and blamed the VTuber community. C, she did nothing at all. And D, she went live and started crying, saying everyone was being mean to her.
No, it's D.
Submit your answer now.
D or D? D. D.
If any of you answered A with the prerequisite statement I gave, you are the reason we need natural selection. It was B. She doubled down.
Darn.
More accurately, she said the VTuber community was big R-wording her, basically saying she was not to blame, and it was kind of everyone else's problem. And then there was like another tweet where she agreed with another VTuber saying the N-word or something. And then just continues to tweet thank you to the people that bought things off her Amazon wish list, like a Dyson vacuum. There is no question about it, this VTuber is going to land himself in more controversies with the things they say. But once again, if any of you are salivating over her, you have a problem. But now I've shown you two.
Why does everybody think that if you're controversial, then you'll do good? Like, is that shit, that type of content doesn't last. I mean, look at Giant Somali, aka Ramsey Khalid Ishmael. He's kind of in a screwed situation. On the other hand, look at someone like Moist Critical. All around good guy. If he makes a video about some shit that's been going down, then, you know, people are gonna pay attention to it. So,
VTubers, one that definitely did not deserve the hate, and one that received hate due to their own antics. But now it's time to show you one that is in the middle. And be warned, you may need to use your brain to develop your own conclusion here. So before I even go into this situation, I'm going to address the 44 Magnum that is pressed in the direction of my prostate. And that is, in my opinion, and don't get too angry over this, I think cheating bad. I know, revolutionary opinion here, but I think both people involved in this situation did something wrong. But anyway, Apricot or Fruit is a lich VTuber that debuted back in November of 2020 and is British.
Let us commence forth. British.
One of my people, but we will not be biased here. And she saw a lot of success. But one thing that was always following her around was her past relationship and husband, as she got married very young. And the husband has been following and accusing her of this constantly. And this accusation was that she cheated on him whilst he was on deployment because he was in the military. Now, there is no hard evidence.
Now, I mean, yeah, there's no hard evidence, but a lot of women, not all, thankfully not all, but a lot of women or people will cheat on their partner if they're gone for a long period of time. I'm not saying that she did it, but it's been done before by other people. Now, if there's not any hard evidence against this, then we can't outright say that she cheated. But there can be speculation because people are going to speculate. People are going to judge. It's what humans do.
That she actually cheated, except from the husband basically following around trying to get everyone to know she did it on Facebook of all places. But he followed her around for years with this accusation, and it only really picked up steam recently when videos started arising basically calling out Fruit, like the Depressed News Saggy video, because she has done a lot of shady stuff in the past, but most of those videos centered around the cheating allegation, and arguably it may be because of these videos, she decided it was time to finally respond in a twit longer. Not even a twit longer, it was a Bible. 90 pages showing she was in an abusive relationship, when most times he was trying to force sexual acts on her, and if she wouldn't do said acts, would say he would cheat on her or end his own life. Now still
Wait, I thought he was in... Was he not deported during this time, I guess?
There's no hard proof she cheated, but there is some proof that he was abusive, with the screenshots of the Facebook messages, and the fact in his initial statement accusing her of this, he says he wasn't the best of people. But basically, there is no hard evidence she cheated. She does not mention it throughout the document. But if true, I think...
So, it could be another I'm Alex situation, or he could, or both of them could be in the wrong.
I think they both did something wrong. One was supposedly abusive and supposedly cheated before, and one cheated whilst their partner was actively deployed, with them saying they couldn't leave them because they were afraid of leaving. That's really where these situations should have ended. There's no further evidence. But no, she got a lot more hate for this, due to the fact nobody actually read the document. You had Asmongold react to it on stream, who only looked at the responses summarized in the document on the side of the husband.
There were apparently a dozen or so people that actually read all 90 pages, and after they looked into it, they found out that, in fact, she was the one that had cheated on her husband while he was on deployment. So if you look at the engagements here, let's read some of these, and I'd be pretty mad too if my wife fucked 5 different men instead of me. She put out a twit longer, begging for attention and looking for you know, approval.
That clip has since been removed from YouTube, but you can say it still did a lot of damage. You had WestJet, which did somewhat of the same.
Your husband, who's there in Afghanistan fighting for the country, a loser.
But later removed the video when it was proved he was wrong. Just a little side note, I've still not forgiven you, WestJet. Guy watched one video I did and started using the same outro music as me. I'm meant to be doing the colonizing here, not you. I still watch his videos though. And then you had Turkey Tom.
Also, the 12 people that probably read all 90 pages may have all been men who just felt the need, who just had this feeling that all women are always wrong or something like that. Like you know, the red pill rage type shit. It may have been those type of people. I don't know. Or at least a majority of them. I don't know.
I'm kind of like bashing everyone for not looking at the document. He was the one that called out WestJet, and probably the only one that read the whole document. But Fruit did get a lot of backlash for this. Even if it was not confirmed she cheated or not, she still received a lot of hate for the advertisement it was true. But once again, if everything said was true by the husband and Fruit, once again both parties did do something wrong. But this was blown out of proportion and she received a lot more hate due to the fact people didn't actually read the document.
Damn, here I was minding my own business, just enjoying my Second Amendment rights, and you people have to freak out on me.
So in conclusion, some VTubers get hate for simply being VTubers, some for their actions whilst being a VTuber, and some outside of being a VTuber. But obviously if you have more than one functioning brain cell, you should judge these people based on their actions and their behaviour, and not just blindly hate somebody. But that's all I had to say, and bye-bye.
That was a good video. That was a good video. Shout out to Royalty is here. You know, and again, bro, like there's a general hate for VTubers, whether or not it's their actions, what they do in their personality, or what they've done outside of VTubing. There's still that whole just genuine hate for VTubers, and it's weird in my opinion. So I don't get it. But those like Iron Mouse obviously didn't deserve the hate that she got for just doing her thing and surpassing Kai Cenat without even like the goal of doing that. You know, she was just having a subathon and putting most of that money towards charity. Now the second VTuber, Gumpy, she definitely deserved that hate. But other than like all that other hate for whether it's for surpassing a streamer, whether it's for just your personality is shit, or whether it's for just what you were accused of doing after in a relationship. VTubers in general seem to have this natural hate on them, and I don't understand that. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. And as always, links to Royalty is here, plus the video that we just watched will both be in the description below. So be sure to check him out. And while you're there, don't forget to do those 3 things that I like to ask you to do. And like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell for more videos. Yeah. And you know what it is after that, in case I don't see you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace. Much love to you.